Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is I am going to talk about signs that you are an energy healer, a healer. How do you know if you are one? So before we begin, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It's a free way to help you grow out. So let's get started. Okay. So, the first step, or I'm gonna say like a tip, like number one, is that prayer, talking to the divine. Like, do you pray a lot to God? Are you very just spiritually like praying, asking, talking to the divine constantly? I noticed for me growing up, I would always pray at a very young age, pray and talk to God and stuff like that, always. Um, so that is a sign that you could be an energy healer. So tip number two is people are drawn to your energy. So I noticed for me, this has always been like my life. Like people come up to me all the time, like in grocery stores, strangers, like classmates, like people that I don't even know or even talk to. Like they literally come up and talk to me and literally they dump like their entire, like after they talk to me, like they just dump like they tell me all their personal business, even coworkers at work too. Like I know like we're there to work, like we're not there to like tell our personal business, but all of them, like they just dump their personal business and just tell me everything about their life. And then like afterwards, when everyone like is done telling me like about their life and stuff and the stuff that they went through, they usually say like I feel so much better, oh my god, I feel so comfortable around you. So people are drawn to your light because that is a sign that you are an energy healer and that you are supposed to be healing and stuff like that. So that is definitely tip number two. Tip number three is you take on people's problems and feel like it's your job to fix it. So this kind of goes out for the empaths too. For me, this definitely hits home because like when people will dump like their personal business and stuff like that, stuff that they went through, like I always like feel like I have to say something or heal them or help them in some type of way. Like I've always have to like encourage them that everything will be fine, or they take for my advice and my guidance and stuff like that. So that is definitely a sign that you could be an energy healer, is that you take on other people's problems and you take it as your own. um, so tip number four is drawn to anything spiritual. So for me, growing up as a kid, I was always into like magic, superpowers, psychic stuff, crystals, anything that had to do with like spirituality, the occult, the craft, stuff like that. I've always was interested in that kind of stuff. So, like, I was always YouTubing like psychic abilities, learning about crystals, Reiki, magic. Like, I've always just was so into this stuff. So, definitely, like, being drawn to spiritual stuff is a sign that you are an energy healer. So, tip number five is you want to zap people's energy with positivity. Like, like me walking into like like my roommate is complaining that his back is hurting and stuff like that. Someone that special like that knows how to use their abilities or heal people with Reiki, stuff like that. It's immediate, like, oh, let me, you know, give you positive energy. Or if someone's sad, like you just automatically just want to help them and be positive, like give them positive energy, positive light. That is a sign that you are a light worker, energy healer. um, so yeah. Tip number six, you sense stuff. So people that are energy healers, light workers, they are very sensitive people. Like they are psychic. They are they can hear, see, and taste, feel, and sense emotions. Even when you're around people and stuff, like you can sense if they're angry, mad, sad. You can just sense their vibe and feeling. And this definitely hits home to me so much because I can just tell when someone has a problem with me, or if I'm dating, have a boyfriend or something. I can always tell when the relationship is like I can always feel their energy. And even though they may put up a good poker face, I can still sense behind that and feel like, oh, they don't want to be with me, or they have an issue with me. I don't know like what it is, but I can sense like the emotion that they're feeling, especially when it's directed towards me. Um, so yeah, empaths and energy healers. Usually, a lot of light worker energy healers are empath people. Um, I was gonna say too, like they're very sensitive people, so they sense and tune in and can feel and stuff like that. Tip number 7: you survive difficult situations. So like sexual violence, child abuse, anything like traumatic, post traumatic, like anything that you basically went through that was really like a lot. Um, those situations tend to make you stronger and give you like a higher perception of life and everything. Um, Definitely that's a tip that you are an energy healer and a light worker. Um, So tip number 8 is that you exude positivity. So, like when you walk into a situation, like when people are angry or people are depressed, you know, just you walking in the room brightens up the room. The tension of anger and stuff like that, like you walking in kind of helps expel that. Um, you know, just people being around your light just makes them in a better mood. That is a sign that you are an energy healer and a light worker, spiritual healer. There we go. Um, Tip number, I don't even know what number we're on, but the next tip is animal and kids are drawn to you. This happened to me yesterday. So I wasn't reading people. Like I was not doing my purpose, like reading people, giving psychic readings and stuff, healing people, you know. But I recently started doing it again, and I'm in a lot of better. I'm in a happier mood. In a better mood. Um, Now, I just did a psychic show where I did like back to back readings and stuff like that. So this whole week I've been like really manifesting stuff quicker and stuff because I'm aligned with what I'm doing. Um, there was this little girl yesterday. She was probably like 6, 7 years old, and she was riding her scooter. And a kid has never done this like to me, and she literally looked at me, and she just was smiling. She just said hi like that, and I was like hi. And I just thought that was so sweet of her. And animals too, animals are always drawn to me, like animals that are like known to be kind of like dogs. Like I remember my roommate was having issues with this dog that was staying in the house, and I had just moved in, and the dog one day was, you know, in the house, and I came home early from work to get something, and the dog was in the house, and I was really scared because I was told that this dog is not cool, like he barks and like he tries you and stuff like that. Well, when he saw me, I just put my hand out and I was like hi, and he was so sweet and nice. And animals have always been drawn to me. I've always been attracted to animals. um, they've always just approached me or very close to me. And then now kids too. And the reason why kids and animals are drawn to energy healer people, spiritual healers and stuff, is because they themselves are naturally sensitive to stuff, and they can tell who heals and like who doesn't, and they feel comfortable around people that are healers and stuff like that. So definitely that hits home for me. Um, the next sign is that you could be an energy healer is crowded places. So like you feel drained in like really big crowded places where there's a lot of people because you sense and you feel energies and stuff like that. That is a sign that you are an empath, energy healer, light worker. Um, yeah, this is when you're around lots of people, you feel drained. Working with people too, drained as well. The next sign that you're an energy healer is nature is your home. So I noticed for me, like, um, I remember I went camping, and I just felt really in tune with nature and stuff. I've always have been. I always feel better when I'm like with nature.
Mhm.
Um, I remember I wanted to stay and I just didn't want to leave. And I was like, this is like, honestly, like if I knew that there was a lot of abundant of food in the woods and stuff, I would definitely stay there and live there because I just felt like at home. And on top of that too, the ocean too. Usually like nature, like the ocean, like you may possibly want to stay and live by the ocean and stuff like that. So for me, definitely. Um, Next sign is that you make other people feel better. So just like your energy and everything, you being around people and stuff like that can help heal and them being around you and stuff like you make other people feel better because of the energy that you radiate and the positivity and the healing that you have. So definitely, these are all the signs of like a like someone that is an energy healer, a light worker, you know, stuff like that. So um, definitely, if this video resonated with you, give this video a big thumbs up, a like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay magical.